It looks like you might be doing a little bit of research on Dallas Apartments. This is one of the most unique properties that I've ever been to because this was built back in the 20s and then renovated in 2019. You're gonna walk through the gym, the skydeck pool, lounge, 3 floor plans, pricing, the incentives, every square inch. So that way you can get an idea on if Drakestone could be a good choice for you. First time swinging by the channel, welcome. My name's Lucas. I'm a realtor here in Dallas, and every single day I've got people hitting me up like you and 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 you, needing help finding apartments or buying houses all throughout the Dallas area. So if you ever have any questions about anything that I cover, feel free to drop me a line. All of my information is below in the description, and I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that you might have. Without any further ado, let's go check out Drakestone. So welcome to the Drakestone, and if you don't know already, we are smack dab in the middle of downtown Dallas, right off of Main Street, and we are in the concrete jungle. And this property was actually built back in 1926, as it used to be a bank, up until 2003 when the building was repurposed into residential apartments. So you'll notice as we're walking through the lobby, hallways, and especially the units, this is a very unique and historical and different building, as it is most likely not going to be for everybody. This property has 20 floors comprised of 183 units, which are studios, 1 bedrooms, 2 bedrooms, and penthouses. The gym, Amazon lockers, and postal boxes are going to be on the ground floor. A dog park is going to be on the 9th floor, and then the pool and other 2 lounges are going to be up top on the roof deck, and we are going to cover all of it along with parking and walking through a few floor plans. In terms of parking, residents will have access to a gated 12-story parking garage, and then guest parking will be within the same garage for $20 a day, which is pretty standard for any downtown apartment building. Parking is extremely limited for downtown buildings, and it's not the most convenient for your guests. So if you're looking at living downtown compared to other areas like Uptown or Victory Park, make sure to keep this in mind. There is also 24/7 concierge at this property to monitor who's coming and going, along with an on-site officer keeping watch at nighttime. And now we open up with the floor plans with one of the smaller 1 bedrooms, and I'm just going to go ahead and address the elephant in the room, because this is different, right? You've got the exposed brick and concrete. It's got a ton of character, right? The ceilings are pure concrete. You've also got concrete floors, so no carpet or vinyl plank in any of the units here, but you'll still get stainless steel appliances, soft close drawers, along with windows that actually open up, which I thought was cool. And the majority of newer high-rises downtown don't have that option for fresh air, so I loved to see that. But this could be a nice unit for someone that is cool with more of an industrial look. Maybe you're single, and especially if you are trying to guard your wallet, because the majority of 1 bedrooms in any downtown Dallas building can start in the mid-2000s and then can creep its way up to the 3 and 4K range. And now moving over to our 2-bedroom loft floor plan. And for context, this is on the 18th floor. Then our first floor plan that we just wrapped up was on the 6th floor. So I forgot to say that. Wanted to make sure that I mentioned it. But for this B1M, my favorite thing about this unit, it's going to sound kind of weird, is the toiletry cabinet above the sink in the bathroom. And I don't know if you noticed it on the last one, because you'll see it on this one too, but when you open the toiletry cabinet, you are greeted with a mirror on the inside. So late at night when you're brushing your teeth, you can take a look at your mug and make sure that everything is looking as it should. And with this being a 2-bedroom, you'll see here in a sec as I curl around the kitchen, the spot where bed number 1 would go. And then as I head upstairs a little bit later, you'll see where bed number 2 goes. So typical loft style apartment. I've been doing apartments for quite a while. I'm still not sure if lofts are even my thing. Pretty sure I prefer the more conventional floor plans, but if you're on the hunt for loft style units here in Dallas, then the B1M over at Drakestone might be worth considering. Our last floor plan is going to be the 1-bedroom penthouse, and these don't come available often, so I'm excited that I was able to shoot it. What's cool about it is that you've got a separate half bath here for when company comes over, but my favorite part is going to be the amount of windows that you've got here as we tiptoe through the kitchen. You'll see it here in a second. because we're on the 19th floor. And it was kind of a muggy, rainy day, so it's kind of hard to imagine what it could look like with the sunlight shining through. So do the best you can. But another cool thing that I liked about this unit is the sky yard, which you'll see towards the end of this clip. It just allows for a pretty cool view of the Bank of America Tower, which is the tallest building in our skyline, as well as having some extra privacy. So if you're getting any value whatsoever from this video, then you got to do this thing, just like all of these people are doing. The reason why they're doing it is because Dallas has a ton of apartment buildings and high rises, and they all look good. And sometimes when you look at all of them at once, they can all kind of look the same. It can be tricky to figure out which building is the best fit for you, depending on your hobbies, your interests, your age, relationship status, occupation. That is why people are reaching out, because they want to find the best fit building. And since I live, eat, and breathe Dallas high rises, and I can sift through the 3,700 options and send you 3 to 5 options that could be a good choice for you. On top of that, I have relationships with the leasing offices, and I can help you capture additional incentives and move-in bonuses, which could help make your living situation just a little more affordable. And it's not like you would be cutting me a check for my services. The buildings actually give me credit to bring you through the door, so it is absolutely no skin off your back to go ahead and reach out. So now moving over to the amenities, and I want to start with the amenities on the lower floors and then work my way up. So kicking off with the gym, one thing I noticed right off the bat was that the dumbbells in here actually looked brand new, so definitely a green flag there. You've also got the cable machine in the corner, along with all of the cardio stuff on the edge, but no Windows or Smith machine here. But I did see some preloaded barbells, which kind of surprised me. So if you're looking for a view, or if you foresee yourself doing quite a bit of compound lifts, then it might make sense to hold on to that gym membership, because here in downtown you've got the Y as well as Cowboys Fit if you're looking for a conventional gym membership that's walking distance from the Drakestone. Then moving over to the lounge, again, no windows, just like the gym, but this definitely seems like the most commonly used amenity amongst all of the amenities that I show, so keep that in mind. There's a few conference and private meeting rooms down here. I was a little concerned about the Wi-Fi connectivity until the building showed me how to connect to the Wi-Fi, so I did verify that the signal was good and strong. Also notice that there is a community printer here, and just overall a good spot to bump into some of your neighbors. Now for the sky deck amenities, you actually have to use the main elevators to get up to the floor 20 and then move over to a separate smaller elevator here that will take you up to floors 20 and 22. And up here we have one of the coolest resident lounges that I have ever seen in all of Dallas, which definitely gives off more of a greenhouse vibe. I remember when I first moved here, I would always see this interesting looking glass hut on top of this building and never knowing what it was, and getting to see it in person was definitely pretty cool. Then moving over to the pool, just gonna call a spade a spade, and this is definitely more of a plunge style pool. It kind of reminded me of the pool over at Peridot, which is just right down the street, except that this one's a little cooler since it is up on the roof. You've also got a metal pergola above the pool for some added shade for when we hit triple digits in July, along with a pretty awesome view of downtown. Next up is a room that they call the Cupola room. So if anyone from Drakestone is watching this video, feel free to correct me. I think I'm pronouncing that the right way, but they've repurposed it into like a banquet type room or cafeteria, if you will. Just a place to kind of chill, maybe grab some lunch. Definitely one of the most historical parts of the entire building. Just looking up, trying to imagine what this could have been back in the day. This is unique, this is super different, and unlike anything that I've ever seen in Dallas. So I know what you're thinking, you know what, that's a really unique and industrial vibe. I'm not sure how I feel about the exposed concrete and brick on the ceilings and the walls, which is cool because I have vlogged every single high-rise and apartment building in Dallas and put them onto a playlist, which is linked right here. That is all we've got for the Drakestone. Y'all stay safe, y'all stay out of trouble, and we'll catch you in the next video. Y'all be good.